Hi, friends. Okay, got me a sleepy puppy and a cup of coffee. I'm feeling a little bit out of sorts right now because I have all the windows closed up, and so I don't hear birds and stuff. But also, I think there's someone like pressure washing over there, and so I don't want to have it open and just hear that machine running. And I shut off all the AC units in the meantime, so it would be quiet, but we get a little hot. Yes. So, just gonna do this quickly, okay? I haven't done one of the regular tarot readings in a while. Okay, let's just mix them up a bit. Okay. Highest self. It's down here right now. What's hiding underneath the surface and what's going to help with that? This is what's hiding. That's what's going to help. Masculine. Feminine. Feminine. Pull that, and one more for the feminine since we have two for the masculine. Thank you. Message from our higher self. Okay. Recent past and near future. Whoa, okay, lots are coming out. Okay. Queen of Cups is on the bottom, if that's of any importance. We'll get to that later. I feel strange because you're at that angle. That's my fault for sitting you there. High self. King of Swords reversed. A lot of things have been coming out recently about using our throat chakra, using our words to create our reality, to like weave the tapestry into place. With how much blue is standing out on what he's wearing here. Okay, what else is standing out? The little bit of red that is, okay, I'm gonna flip him this way. The little bit of red that's draped around him like this is making me think that, like, kind of having to do with our aura and our energy field and what we let permeate. That barrier between you and everything else, especially if you're as empathetic as I think you are, that barrier between you and everything else, where that energy comes and goes, is very strong, is very grounded. You're very secure in the decisions that you're making for what you allow through that barrier. But be careful because those thoughts permeate from within as well. Okay, it's not just about what you let into your field, but also what you're creating in here. What are you using that crown, spending too much time thinking about in that crown, and then just being careful about the words that you're using. Us down here right now. Still trapped to that fence that we've built with ourselves. Still, it's like, and maybe becoming aware of it too. Let's see. Okay, it's the Eight of Swords. We've got the castle in the background. And then she has used her own thoughts and her own beliefs that her world has been built on to build this barrier between her and her dreams. Okay, her and this castle in the background. I'm seeing a bunch of blue between here and there. It's going to take a lot of upturning of emotions and overcoming of emotions in order to get all the way over that water and then up the mountain. We're going to have to get really, really good at grounding ourselves, right? As we climb that mountain to the castle. Let's find out what else is going on here. So our masculine energy is coming out as the Four of Swords and the Hermit reversed. The Four of Swords is like rest. And whenever I see these two together right now, I'm kind of associating it with like all of this color up here in this corner being that's the castle, right? That's the dream. So as your masculine, the action side might be taking a moment of rest. There's something to do with taking action on what you are awakening to in the dream space. That's really important. The dream space is really important right now for the masculine. And with the Hermit reversed too. That time spent asleep really is a hermit time. It is a time where you, in your own light, go around your subconscious, illuminating things. So yeah, I'm definitely getting something here about the dream space. And these mountains up here are looking like dream clouds to me. Wow, still feeling stuck. Interesting. Feminine was the Two of Pentacles reversed. And then I asked for clarification, or I got a second one for that because we had two for the masculine. Okay, for me personally, the last time that this Two of Pentacles came out, it was like, okay, you've got two options. You're weighing two options right now. Two different ships that you can get on to take you to two different shores. I've made a decision. So maybe you've made a choice on something too. However, we're still juggling something here. We're juggling it in the feminine. What I'm noticing is the hands on the top of these pentacles. It's like with the way that they're facing, it looks like if you drop them, they'll fall, but they're within the infinity sign. So it's like, it's okay for you to let go because the infinite is still there to catch that which you're letting go of. And we'll keep it close by and keep it near you for you to pick back up again if it's meant for you. It might create some rough waters. Interestingly enough, because the water at the top of this card is standing out to me, and that, when I first picked them up together, just like mirrored down here. And so then I'm seeing that as water, and him being on like just on a little patch within the water. Okay, interesting. The hair was really standing out to me on this card. Just her hair blowing in the breeze. And now this Page of Swords in the feminine I'm seeing behind that, it's like looking like the hair blowing in the breeze there. So I wonder if that has to do with anything. No? Hair is very important. It holds memories. Okay, all of the clouds are really standing out on this card. And so are the birds. So maybe that feminine excuse me. That feminine is going to receive messages and receive directions from the clouds and from the birds and from the water. A lot of these messages that the page is receiving, you know, these thoughts, this perspective of things, this ability to see, and the sword see things reflected and refracted, this ability to see the messages and read the messages that the universe is sending to you could be coming through the clouds and flocks of birds and what you hear in the birds and what you see in the water and stuff like that. Okay. So much going on here. What is under the surface? Oh. Excuse me. Okay, sorry. We have what's under the surface and what's going to help what's under the surface. And I have the 5 of Cups in the Tower. I'm trying to figure out which one is which. I don't remember which order I laid them down in. Okay, I'm thinking a lot about like Alice in Wonderland as I see this. What's under the surface right now is potentially a tower moment, potentially a crumbling, things falling apart. And what I'm getting is that, like, if you want to survive this tower moment, then you have to make sure that you drink from the right cup. Kind of like, you know, she takes the the vial to make herself small, and then eats the cake to make herself big. Yeah, I'm just getting that, like, I don't know, kind of like as this tower falls. Yeah, if you want to be able to make it through, you've got to be mindful of what you're taking in. Be mindful of what is in those cups that you're consuming from. And the bridge in the background is calling to me here. I'm not exactly sure why, though. Water, and there's water going underneath the bridge, so water under the bridge. Maybe part of that is just, you know, you drink from the right vial. You drink the right, you know, you consume the right stuff. You see things from a different perspective. And now this tower that you're experiencing is immediately just water under the bridge. That could be happening. Okay. In our recent past, this is the 6 of Wands reversed. Not feeling like we were winning. It did not feel like a victory lap in the past. Even if you had one, you had one, but you hadn't realized it. That's why it was upside down. You didn't realize that you had the crown the whole time. But now you do. Oh, and our message from our higher self is the Hanged Man. So have patience as you're stuck where you are. Have patience. And yesterday I even realized the This is the 8 of Swords. And the 9 of Wands is similar. It looks to me like a fence made out of wands, but instead of having the blindfold over his eyes, no, he's got it pulled up to his head, almost looking like a bandage. But it's like he found that spark inside, that wand. Found that spark inside and was able to use it to remove himself from the fence line. So, use that wand. Find that spark inside to separate you from the illusion of believing that you are stuck to this barrier you've created. And allow yourself to awaken at every moment wherever you are. Every single place in your life. It's like a moment can last forever. You can sit in a moment for so long. So when you take time out of it, every place in your life kind of is like the tree that the hanged man is attached to. And so every moment in your life, if you feel stuck where you are, even if it's stuck doesn't have to be a good thing or a bad thing. Just for that moment, you are where you are, and you can have some type of, I don't want to say like awakening or enlightenment, but seeing things through a new light, seeing things through a you light, through your own light at each and every moment wherever you are. In the future, we have the Hierophant. Oh, and interesting, the 7 of Swords reversed. Totally running away from tradition, okay? You're going to have the traditional way of things still coming at you, and you're going to take what you can from that and run. And just, or, alternatively, maybe you are taking what you've known about tradition so far and you are running to a new teacher, leaving some of it behind and kind of willing to drop it all, but running to someone who's going to be a better fit for you, even if it's just inside yourself. Yeah. So this way, we see you running away, as I saw yesterday. You see you running away from the circus, okay? Running away from the teachers that weren't right for you. Running away from the clowns as you see them now. And then this way, we've got you, running towards someone. And someone who already has other people following them, but you can see with the different colors, these people have their own different perspectives. It's not just a group full of all like people turning into the same person. You're going to find someone to inspire you. Not for you to attach on and follow outright, but just someone to inspire you. Okay, cool. I'm going to leave that there. Thanks.